In less than 2 months, 54 days from now, federal student loans will double to 6.8% unless Congress acts. If rates on subsidized Stafford loans are allowed to rise, as many as 7.4 million students will pay about $1,000 a year in additional interest payments. Right now, students across the country are sitting around the kitchen table with their families, looking at their financial aid awards and deciding whether they can afford to borrow federal student loans to attend college.
Students in my state will be hit especially hard. Some 72% of students in Iowa have student loan debt. That's the fourth highest in the nation. And those Iowa borrowers have an average student loan debt of $30,000, which is the third highest in the nation.
The average student in my state, the average four-year college graduate has a $27,000 debt. It means when they graduate, it's already hard enough to find a job to pay back their student loans. It's hard enough, it's already hard enough for them that with that kind of debt, it's hard to buy a house, it's hard to start a business. It's hard to start a family and do many of the things that they want to do. If we're going to pile on more debt, as Senator Reed said, $1,000, another $1,000 of debt on them, it's just unconscionable. That's why it's essential today that both parties join in locking in this interest rate at 3.4% for another year until we can bipartisanly work out a larger deal to make this to provide this assistance to college graduates, to college students around the United States.
Growing up in North Philadelphia, it was always a dream of mine to one day graduate from college. After jumping hurdle after hurdle to escape the cycles of poverty, drugs, and abuse that plagues my community, I was ecstatic when my acceptance letter from Harvard University came in the mail. However, coming from a low-income family and holding the task of being the first person in my family to graduate from college, I had to educate myself about how to finance my education and jump the next hurdle. I was fortunate to get Pell Grants to cover some expenses, but the grant wasn't enough to pay for my degree. So far, I have taken out $13,500 in Stafford loans to cover the remainder of the cost. In addition, have held several part-time jobs to help pay for books and other expenses. If the Stafford loan rate doubles this year, it will make college more expensive next year and add to my overall debt level. That additional money could be used instead towards my dream of earning a graduate degree and working to make sure education becomes a right and not a privilege in America.
This is not about just young people, it's about their parents and their grandparents, every American. In fact, it's the success of our country going forward. If we don't have educated Americans, this international competition, economic competition that we're engaged in is not going to go well for us. So this is not just about a voting block.
I'm here today to ask Congress, don't double my rate and the rate of college students across the country trying to achieve their dreams.